Hey,
Oh, how's it going?
yeah, it's going pretty good.
It's good.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
went downtown Seattle yesterday. Went to the zoo. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Then
I went to
Pike
this
Prison.
yeah. I went to this coffee store bookshop recently that was pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. I always wish there was more. It feels like that would make a good third space, a coffee shop at a bookstore that's like designed for kind of sticking around. I don't see many around me though. Maybe there's one, but sometimes they close early, which is kind of weird. It's like after work. I feel like people could go there and hang out, but it closes at like 6 p.m.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how late this place is open. I think it's probably only until 6 p.m. or something, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we go to the on Tuesdays. We try to go to the library because the library's open till like 8 p.m. and it's got nice like tables and everything. But other days it closes at 6. So it's funny. Like in the evenings, everything kind of shuts down.
Yeah, yeah, I
In a
was
lot of
actually
cases.
commenting to the people at the baristas that I was talking to at the coffee place. I was saying I was looking online for pubs or bars that were libraries or something.
Hmm.
And I was yeah, I was looking up for that because I was there's no way that doesn't exist, but I guess that just doesn't exist. Late night group reading isn't a I feel like more people are interested in that than anybody realizes. Often I'll be sitting around being man, because sometimes me and Tyler will go stay at fancy hotels that have really nice lobbies or something with fireplaces in them and stuff, and we'll just go sit in the lobby and read a book or
Right.
something. And if there was cafes or restaurants that specialized in that type of atmosphere where it was you're welcome to have a table for 3 hours to read a book or study or something. I feel like the only place where that's really acceptable though is on a college campus or something though, where you could probably sit at a table for 3 hours and they wouldn't mind you not taking up the business of three different parties of people.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. Like on college campuses are like a totally different environment that really should just be more similar to how society works overall. But there's like a limited time you're allowed to
Yeah.
sort of be there, and then you go out
Yeah,
and
that's kind of
leave.
the issue that I have with restaurants right now is that it feels like there is limited time to be there. It's everybody is in on selling you the experience of the restaurant, but then they're okay, but there's a crowd, so hurry up.
Yeah.
And it's well, I don't know, I kind of want the experience of a restaurant to be I'm walking downtown in my local city, and then I'm whoa, a local restaurant. And then I can sit there for as long as I want doing whatever I was already going to do.
Yeah.
But yeah, restauranting, I think, has become a culture. I think everything, a little bit, everything has become its own subculture. I was watching this documentary about bird watching today.
Right.
And I guess before, even before social media and stuff, bird watching was a really involved sport, basically, people making spreadsheet lists of just birds they'd seen and how many birds they could see in a year and stuff like
Yeah.
that. And it feels like that is now translated to social media culture, but for things I feel like food did happen first, the whole taking a photo of your plate of food. I can remember comedians making jokes about that.
Yeah, that
About
was funny. Yeah.
yeah, but now it's kind of normal. Now it's yeah, I better send this to the family chat. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a weird thing where it just feels like a quick. It's got multiple purposes. I think like feels like a quick way to just remember. Like if something's if a restaurant is good, you just take a photo of the food and then it like sort of tags the location and everything, and then you can sort of
Yeah,
remember like where you went for future reference without. It's like the easiest way to note take or something.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm interested. I'm
Uh,
finding. Have you heard of about that game like Poketopia or whatever it's pronounced? Poketopia.
oh, the Pokemon one, yeah.
Yeah, that one really leans hard into like aesthetically making the environment nice as like a first party form of gameplay. And there's people in MinMax that really enjoy that stuff, and they're pretty good at it, making like nice, like houses that with like balanced aesthetics and cozy
Yeah.
aesthetics. I find that's interesting because for me, I definitely would like to be able to do that, and I appreciate when the aesthetics look nice. But I find it hard to invest time into something, especially something that's like proprietary inside of the game. It feels like once I stop playing the game, all my stuff is gone. I'm not, but I guess it's hard to tell if it's like building skill in that, because then I guess in real life you could make your house cozy, and that would be more of a nice, that would like be a return on investment sort of thing.
Yeah.
Can you send another invite? For whatever reason, it didn't.
Oh,
The lobby
okay.
was done.
Uh, have you been following like the Artemis 2 launch at all?
No, for whatever reason, I never got like advertised that. Maybe if you send a join code, for some reason the invites are not loading it.
Oh, that's strange.
Yeah, I never.
I can join your game, but I don't think.
Yeah, maybe you have the save file or something. Yeah, before I think you were sending these like code, these 6-digit codes, and that worked.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. I just found the code. I'll send that. Yeah, I've been watching like a lot of the Artemis launch. It's pretty interesting to me.
Yeah, I wasn't actually sure because once like Elon went bad, I sort of got soured on like the whole space contractor thing, and I started to like associate it more with like imperialist nations needing to exploit the resources of other planets, and they sort of claim
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, it was weird because at first I thought when we do space travel it will be like this peaceful uniting thing where everyone realizes there's no point in fighting on Earth, we can just explore the
Yeah.
galaxy, but then it sort
That's
of became
that,
like capitalism also. Yeah.
yeah. The Artemis mission does seem to be trying to promote like the peace, the same sort of like peace idea as like the original like Apollo missions were doing. Like the astronauts are pretty good for it. Um, so I would say this one's a pretty good one to watch if you're interested in like the peace idea of space.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
guess
know.
I feel that's like
Somehow I've
a
gotten my algorithm to still be space positive. Like I get like stuff about how Japan is designing like a solar ring to go around the moon that can power the earth. And like I don't know if it's real. Like it could just be like because
cool.
sometimes I do get like conspiracy articles and I'm just like, oh, it's a conspiracy. But like this one, I'm just like, hey, that could work. Like if they if they're designing like a mini Dyson sphere to go, but just to go around the moon and like collect sunlight, like that might actually be okay. Like so I don't know. Yeah, there's some like yeah, some peaceful stuff with space travel. But yeah, like it's like yeah. Yeah, I don't know. There seems to be kind of yeah, like there's like capitalism space and then like non-capitalism space, but there isn't really like non-capitalism space just doesn't really exist because you need all the resources to send the rockets. So it sounds like right now SpaceX is like mostly interested in building like a moon base. I think their technology is kind of going into that. Um, and like NASA is just really interested on like in like the science that they can do like on the moon base. There's also like Gateway, which is supposed to have the next Canadian arm as well. It's gonna have like Canada Arm 3 because like the ISS is gonna be uh I guess like depreciated or like well it's just gonna burn up in orbit like in the next like couple of years or something. but the sort of like station that they're going to build to replace that is going to be called Gateway, and it's going to be a station that goes around the moon. And yeah, it's supposed to have the next Canada Arm, like Canada Arm 3 as well, which is going to be. I'm going to try to follow the news like related to that, I think.
Yeah, I'm very suspicious of, like, with the current governments and the nations, any
You
technology.
might be.
Yeah, I just
Oh,
wonder,
you were
like,
just pretty quiet. Sorry, I didn't hear the first part of your whatever you were saying there.
oh, uh, yeah, just I guess I'm very suspicious of any technology. Like, as long as capitalism is around and the current governments are around, I just feel like any technology will end up like consolidating value further in like the rich, or exploiting like another frontier of resources, or claiming it for like some nation, or starting like a new border of conflict. Uh, so I feel,
Yeah.
yeah, it just feels like it's hard to not feel like almost anxiety, like with any sort of progress. It just feels like it whitewashes. It's like, oh, like how could this be bad? It's like new frontier of space and exciting and technology, and we're doing it for science. Like, remember Star Trek? And then, but like that
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah,
whitewashes the
like
idea of like, well, it's like I'm sure some billionaire is making money from this. That's the only reason it exists. And like,
yeah, like I
yeah,
do like yeah, like I do like yeah, it is hard to avoid the messaging I find like in anything though. Cuz like yeah, like I was watching so like I think it was the movie like Apollo 11 or something, and like there's like clips of like I think it's John F. Kennedy is like the guy that was
around that time.
the president. Yeah, he was the president at the time, I think. And like the comments that they had in the movie that he was making was like, yeah, like the fact that we're the first ones to do it is amazing. And it's like, what do you mean the first ones to do it? Like everybody else is on the same page as like it's Earth doing this together. Like but I don't know. But I don't know, like it feels like there's like yeah, like sometimes like people make comments and then like people will like latch onto those comments like where it's like the wrong type of togetherness, where it's like, yeah, we're so together that we're better than you, and it's like, no, 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 stop, stop, stop. Like, it's like there's like some scenarios where that's okay, and it's like sports games, like it's like sports only, sports.
Yeah, sports I feel is like the Olympics and sports, and the awarding of like one first place to someone. I feel like that whole thing could be reshaped to promote human achievement overall, and like the positivity of seeing how good we can do, like through like, because like they should reframe like competitiveness as cooperation, where like in order for one
Yeah,
person to get a really good time, you need someone else competing against them, pushing them. And but they frame it as like, oh, this one guy beat the other guy, but it's sort of like, well, they did well because they had pressure from others, and that's like a international sort of achievement. Like all humans have gotten this new personal best time out of, you know, but it's like related to like social structures and empowering like everyone to pursue their sport or whatever. But they don't really do it that way.
yeah,
They just sort of make it seem like, oh, this one guy is just so good that no one can beat him, and like that's it, no story there. But it's like actually there's a lot of systems in place or something.
yeah. I think there was like an Olympian this year. Well, I guess like there's kind of a lot of stuff wrong with the Olympics, but like there was an Olympian this or like a Winter Olympian this year that was basically just saying like, hey, like the Olympics are like soggy. Like we should be having the Olympics like 2 months like before they actually happen. And like
Soggy
I was
snow
thinking
or
about it, I
something.
was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I guess it's like slushy or something because like they basically go from like mid. I think it starts in February, but like yeah, it should start in basically like mid January or like December.
Are we supposed to not hit the button or something?
Oh yeah, maybe that's
Or
actually a
we,
good
you
point.
avoid the button and then hit the next one? Or maybe we press it. I wonder if it ever
Okay,
closes
we can
again
try
after
to
we
go to the
close it.
left here. Yeah.
Just run over, yeah. Then I guess we do hit this one.
Well, we could still probably avoid it the same way.
But we need to maybe it closes the door for the next.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Huh?
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
So we have to
it's like
stay
a
on
time
it.
release, yeah. Well, that's
Oh,
interesting.
no. Yeah, I guess we'll probably have to go to this side anyway.
Maybe we're misunderstanding this button. Maybe this button is like a press the button twice or something. But maybe, yeah, it's easy enough to avoid it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, like that one doesn't stop
Yeah, maybe we can push
opening.
it twice. If we like roll on it, then roll back and push it a
Yeah,
second
maybe.
time. Yeah. You just
Okay,
have
yeah,
to,
it
yeah.
is like that. But it'll have to be you that goes, yeah.
Why don't we just, oh.
What? Ah! Okay,
Okay, now
okay.
we're ready.
No, okay.
Maybe you could
Uh,
survive.
it's good. Yeah, it'll be fine. Ah, yes. Yeah.
We just go totally back.
Whoa. Wait, okay, I guess this is another timed thing.
Maybe we could squish, but yeah, we could try timing it.
Yeah, looks like we could probably try to go sideways, but it would take a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess now
Yeah, I
it's.
don't know.
Is it jammed in there? Seems like
Yeah,
it.
we might have to respawn. That one's difficult though. Like I feel like it has to be somebody gets knocked off the log on that one.
The final, yeah, there's enough space on both sides. Like, if the log went perfectly under, I think we'd be safe on either side. But if we're not perfectly aligned,
Mm. Yeah.
oh, that was good. This one's nice. We have like all the time as long as we don't touch the button. Yeah, we're getting good at going straight now.
Hmm.
We're a little bit crooked. We should try to like straighten.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as the
This
log
might.
like gets under.
Yeah, it might be okay. Are you able to respawn? Yeah.
We might be stuck though. Oh, maybe not.
I think we can probably still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, we're good.
I was hoping to see a flag on the around this corner.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we get one.
That's funny.
It becomes more like responsive to turning when we're propped like that. I was playing this pretty fun game called Teardown. If you've ever seen that, it's the one where you break the whole environment. It's like a voxel game, and you can break the environment. Should we just try going backwards? Yeah, my thing, I think we need to be more to the left because mine gets stuck on the rock even when it's like fully in.
Uh,
Yeah, it's hard to angle it so that we're far enough from the wall, but not too far. Sometimes we fall off, like when if it tilts like 20 degrees, we fall. Yeah, once it's balanced on the rock, it changes how fast it turns, which is kind of hard. Yeah, it's hard to keep it. The turning rate like changes, which is difficult.
yeah.
Oh, this is a good angle. It's too bad when it we sort of get thrown off when I feel like we still have balance.
Yeah.
I think my edge will hit this one.
Yeah.
Right, there we go.
Yeah. Oh.
Sometimes it's like exactly like we don't have enough time, but the way that it's like slowly moving, it's like too tempting to just go for it. But it's like because we
Yeah.
have to like lose momentum and everything. Do you watch the Mario movies at all?
Yeah, I haven't seen the next one yet, though.
I haven't seen either one. I wasn't sure. I just sort of was hoping to hear that. I guess what's happening is like it's built for kids, and the kind of entertainment that kids like today is very off. Like it's hard to follow. It's so fast and like nonsensical almost. But I guess it's
Yeah.
built. There's built into like there's a bunch of Mario references built in. So I guess this would be somewhat interesting to just see like all the references, which we'd probably be aware of. But I find, yeah, I wish there was more of like I want it to feel like a video game story, like the same story that's in Mario games, where you sort of it's pretty simple story, and then you just sort of see these pleasing sort of sequences that lead you to like the conclusion. But it seems like the movies are like way too jam packed with like plot points that are hard to keep up with. At least the second one apparently, but I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't seen the
Similar,
second one yet.
I guess
But
it's
yeah,
maybe
it's
molded after like I didn't see the Minecraft movie, but people said that one
uh,
was like just kind of like crazy, like like forum post references, or not forum post, but like all the crazy mods and stuff that kids are into. They just like throw a bunch of that
yeah,
stuff in, and it doesn't really make a cohesive plot. It just does like fan service to like 7 year
yeah.
olds. I think we're locked.
Uh, Yeah, I didn't see the Minecraft movie either. I never got like really super big into Minecraft. Like I played it and I made like some cool buildings. Like I made a ship in the sky and then I just kind of stopped playing. But I know like Tyler and like some of the other people I know got like way into like making servers and like I don't know, doing a bunch of like rules
Yeah, a lot of
and
friend
stuff like that.
groups
Like,
started doing like rules, which is pretty fascinating.
yeah. Yeah, I always think like servers like that do work better if you have a lot of people, but like I'm just never really like I guess that interested in being in servers with that many people anymore. Like at one point I used to love doing that. Like
Like
whenever I
role
would
play
play
stuff.
Halo, I would just play like big team battle only and stuff like that. But then like yeah, and like I'd be interested in games like yeah, like Habbo Hotel and like yeah, games that I guess were like massive multiplayer online and like basically a social media as well. But like now I'm just less interested in it because I would say like Minecraft was pretty much a social media because like you could make your character look like anything.
Yes.
So it's kind of like once you have like an avatar that represents you, then like it's kind of a social media, I guess.
And people are making like one of Diana's younger cousins was like making, or not, like he's playing a lot of like fan made mods that were like, there was one where you just had to like destroy the other person's bed, and you're like on these like a smaller like map that's just a few like blocks in the sky, and you had to like jump around and build bridges to over to get to the other person's bed and destroy it. And that was just like a
Yeah.
random mod, but it's like they would just like jump into these sub games and just play. It was really felt like kids playing like make believe, but using like technology to visualize.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Like that's the interesting thing about Minecraft and like Roblox and stuff like that. Like platforms that just let kids do creatively whatever they want with technology. Like it is kind of like a Lord of the Flies situation, but like you end up with like some of like the coolest like technology comes out of it, I think. Like yeah, I don't know. But I mean like kids aren't going to space, so what do they know? Yeah, sorry, I keep messing this one up.
Yeah, this one's, unless we do it like perfectly clean, it gets confusing about uh, how we should, because it keeps changing kind of our movement.
Mhm.
And then at some point, we get like turned around, so it's easier to go backwards. But then the controls would be super hard.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, I keep hitting. I basically always hit the rock on the. Even when it's fully in, I often hit the rock.
Mhm.
But then, yeah, the farther we are out, the more like unstable it is.
Oh, uh, no.
It just launches it. It would be neat if in the valley to the left we could see like where the path we had come here on, so that it felt like
Mhm.
we've like earned our height. But I guess we haven't actually gone up this much elevation. It's funny, we can see it, like, if it just gets around that rock, then we win. If it doesn't, then we're like completely backwards. Yeah, if we just go backwards. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go.
There you go.
The geometry like helps us turn. This next one looks so simple, but I'm sure it's like got some kind of trick to it.
Yeah, we'll just go off.
Oh,
I
some
guess
of them.
that's the
I
trick.
guess,
Like, what are we
yeah,
supposed
I
to
was
avoid
thinking
that?
like, do we have to like discover the stable path?
I guess so. Yeah.
Imagine if it was random every time. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. So I think that one's okay. Okay.
It's kind of cool how if we just go at two at the same time, you can kind of survive no matter which one goes, if it's like perfectly
Yeah.
balanced.
Okay.
That'd be interesting if we could jump. If we both pressed like spacebar, if we could jump the log.
Yeah,
And
let's
that would
like
be,
no.
like, on.
I'm betting face.
That'd be funny if the left side, like if the left side's like a false path where it's impossible actually, but it like leads us all the way to the other side, but then becomes impossible, and then yeah, true path is actually to the right. The checkpoint flag is now the main obstacle. Oh, we have to go like backwards a bit.
Yeah. Sorry. I thought it was I keep getting it wrong.
Well, one of my guy's legs is not animating this turn. Yeah, apparently they're gonna remake Zelda Ocarina of Time. I assume it'll come out on Switch 2.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good then.
Yeah, I was
I
debating
know the last
like
time I think they remade it.
like after
For,
all the
like,
prices
3 years.
raise, I would basically have to buy like a Switch 2 and this Ocarina of Time remake. It would be like $700 probably to play this one game. But I was
Yeah.
still like on the fence of like, would that be fun, or maybe I should just download and play like the original. But I guess it's a little bit like the controls are kind of old at this point. But and I don't know if I have the like attention span to go through the whole game, but it's definitely fun to think through all the different parts of Ocarina of Time.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to listen to the music a lot of the games.
That
because
would
it
be
just
fun.
reminds me of like
Yeah,
usually sitting in like your bedroom in like the near the CRT TV
yeah.
and like listening to like the Zord Domain music or something.
They should make like a walkthrough, how they do those live action, sort of like you walk through different rooms. They should style like each room as different parts of the game and play the music, and that would make for a good like hangout place. Just sit like
Yeah.
different rooms of a library would be styled as different dungeons, and then you can play the music.
Oh, annoying.
But yeah, I guess we do turn anyways.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I should have like slowed down. Yeah, I've been looking at like places when we were like vacationing in like the States a little while back. There was like some cookie places around that were like pretty good that like just sold basically just like cookies. There was like a popsicle place too, I guess, that was pretty good. But yeah, I was like looking for places like that around here because like I think it's a pretty good business model. It's gonna be like the next bubble tea is just gonna be like cookie shops or something. It's like interesting that like there's cookie shops and stuff now that like don't sell coffee and they're like doing well.
Yeah, Insomnia
Like
cookies is kind of the main one. It's not like amazing
yeah,
cookies, but they are like a nice like snack. But then basically the
yeah, like we did
cookie,
just get the here.
yeah, they've
Mhm.
reached like the same price point, like $5-6 for a coffee, or a cookie is now like $6.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's
If
like a
it's like a
one,
gourmet one,
yeah, yeah. There's a place
maybe
that
that's like
sells.
why
There's like dollar
they don't
fifty
do both.
cookies. There's this one place that sells like sugar cookies and molasses cookies for like $1.50 each, and that's a pretty nice place.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, I know there's this one like thrift store in like Montreal that has like a coffee shop in it that sells like cookies that are pretty good. And like I don't know, that business model is pretty cool because I always see people sitting around in there like studying or and stuff like as if they're in there for like 3 hours or something. And like that is the kind of like indie bookstore like idea that I like that it's kind of just like anything that like promotes like culture in a city where people can like gather and be like, hey, let's all not be weird together. It's like it's good.
Yeah, I wish there was more just like cheap space so that people could set that stuff up for like without having
Yeah.
like a whole business model and everything behind it. If it was
Hmm.
easier. There's so many, yeah, in downtown Seattle there's so many like completely empty lots that are just fenced off. Uh and they're not being used for anything. It's like just take down the fence and you'd have a place where people can be.
Yeah.
Well, your guys all like stretched out in my view.
I look fine on mine. That's funny.
He looks crazy. His
Yeah.
body's all on.
I guess yeah. There's the meter thing that shows how close we are, and it's like halfway at the top.
Whoa, now you guys invisible. It's so weird.
I like fine to me. I don't know.
Yeah, now we're back to normal.
Yeah, I was looking at like local grocery store chains and stuff, and I guess there's like one that I found around here, but it's in like the more I guess like rich neighborhoods is kind of always where those are anyway. But like I was thinking about driving to it, but then I'm like, well, if I'm like spending money on gas and like gas is really expensive right now and I'm going that far just to shop local, like is that still shopping local? Like because like the idea about shopping local is like so that the trucks don't produce a bunch of like gas or whatever to like I don't know. So it's like so it's
Yeah,
like
it's like
is
I
me
shop
driving my
local in
car
Paris.
worse?
I fly my private jet to Paris to shop local to support the farmers in Paris.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like is me driving like 20 kilometers to buy one orange worse than like one farmer or like one trucker driving 200 kilometers to drive 200 oranges right next door to me. But then sometimes those stores are weird too, and they're just like, we don't have oranges because oranges aren't in season. And it's like, yeah, but you're a grocery store and like oranges are in grocery. I don't know what to tell you.
What
Wow.
is the price of 1 liter of gas right now?
I'm not sure what it is like here because I haven't filled up in a few days, but I've heard that it's like getting close to $2 in like some provinces nearby.
Yeah, because I remember when we were kids, that was a big thing. Was like seeing it go over $1. Like that was
Yeah.
we like it was always like 90 cents, and then it was a big deal if it goes over $1. Like it was because yeah, seeing it cross that threshold. But I haven't checked in at all. So then it's kind of interesting to see it now. It's like twice as expensive.
Yeah, it feels like it's probably gonna go like over $2 pretty soon, and like that's just gonna be a big deal when it does that. And like I think it's okay for people to have backlash about it because like it's
Yeah,
like
like the whole
always okay
society
to
told us like we need cars and depend on cars, and then they just fundamentally raise the price of that style of living when everyone wanted trains probably anyway.
yeah. But yeah, I think with inflation and stuff like that too, it's also just like inevitable that it's gonna go over $2. So it's kind of like I don't know, like lifestyles change and stuff like that.
Yeah, I feel
Hopefully this will mean like less cars in general.
yeah. Yeah, I never have driven or paid for gas, but I guess everything like because trucks deliver stuff, it just makes every product like more expensive, and that's the way I encounter it. Like everything just raises in price.
Yeah, I find it does give me a lot of independence though, like just because of the way that I live, like I kind of live in like a suburb. So like if I want to get anywhere, like there's like a train that's being built near me, but I think it's going to be like a few years before it's usable or something like that, and then I would probably also need to like take a taxi to the train or bike to the train, like seasonal dependent, like and that would just to be to go downtown or like to go yeah, like
Yeah,
into the city.
the one advantage that's nice is when if you have like the bus and the train stops, and I guess the problem with a bike as well, you have to go back to where you like parked the bike. But what I like is like when we went downtown Seattle yesterday, we can just like get off the train,
Mhm.
walk across downtown, and then there's like stop spots to get on the train all across downtown. So like whenever we're ready to go back, we're only like a block from where we just get on the train and go back. There's no like we don't have to like
Yeah.
return to the point where we started.
I was thinking recently about like there's like an ad for this like writers competition or something like that where like the prize is like um a stay like I forget what it's called. It's like some sort of
Writers
like writers stay at
retreat.
like a yeah, like a yeah, basically like a writers retreat at like a writers place or something. I don't know. Like, but I was thinking like recently, like I have enough money to support myself to just do that anywhere. Like I could just
Yeah, you
do
just need
like an
like a community.
Airbnb.
I think it's
Yeah, like I would
more
just
fun if
I could
there's
just
like
like get an
more.
Airbnb and then do like an extended vacation to just like go
Yeah.
like just find out things in the real world. I don't know. Like like I'd like to take a vacation, but it's and like do something interesting, but I feel like it's difficult to do that in like a short period of time.
Like you mean like a 2 day vacation, or to plan it in a short
Yeah.
time?
Yeah. But also just like yeah, like just it's difficult to I guess it's a whole project. Like putting together a vacation to like do something like that would be like a lot. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
find
I guess like
if
yeah.
if I like perfectly choose my activities by chance almost, then sometimes I can like within like if I do something, uh, like I'm trying to remember what I did on. Oh yeah, we did like this big 3 hour walk like on Friday afternoon, and that sort of made it feel like it's already the weekend. And then so then yesterday we had like this whole Seattle thing, and that was fun. And so now it feels like I got like a decent amount of value, or like I sort of my mind like forgot about work because I did so many different things like in 3 days. But that's kind of like rare. Like it's hard to time everything so that uh, my brain like feels like it really did something different for a time.
Yeah. Fuck, fuck, fuck.
Well, that was weird. That wind.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Maybe
guess
we
we
have
just
to
have to
do.
try to roll against the wind, like
Maybe if we stop
uh,
rolling, we get blown.
yeah, maybe.
This looks cool. This downhill thing. Oh, I thought they were gonna fall. Somehow this feels easier than the other parts.
Um,
Yeah, I always think like I I do want to just go to some random like nearby city, stay in like a decent hotel, maybe with a pool or something or a restaurant, and then just
mhm.
like go for a walk around the city, go back to the hotel room, do some writing, like go to the pool, have a nice dinner, and just kind of
Mhm.
get into like a an isolated mindset where I can just kind of feel like I didn't bring anything with me, so I sit in the hotel room and I just write because that's the only thing to do. And I feel like
Yeah.
that's a nice like therapeutic thing. But it feels kind of like also sometimes it can be like lonely, so then it's hard to manage. Like if you start feeling lonely, or like what's the
Yeah.
point because you're on your own, then it's not as fun. It's hard to balance the feeling like
Mhm.
you're like other people are doing a similar thing or something.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess in this we
Um,
can't like roll backwards to realign because it sticks us. They really came up with like there hasn't been a single repeated obstacle, it feels like, in all of this.
yeah. It's a pretty good one.
Yeah, this is like pretty good game design. They took such a simple concept and just really got so much variation, almost did every possible like going up, going down. Then it
Mhm.
makes it exciting to think like are they really going to come up with like seven more unique and interesting ideas, and like what is the final one going to be?
Mhm. Oh fuck! No, no.
My guy launches off. Once your guy responds, my guy shoots off. That was satisfying, the way we like went down that one. When it's perfectly balanced, it is kind of satisfying. Oh, it's not instant kill. Yeah, because I've been playing this game Teardown. I was expecting like when we hit that fence for the fence to just like crumble. Because in Teardown, there's like multiple buildings in a little setting, and you have as much time as you want to like smash up the buildings with different tools and build like a course, because there's like 5 objectives that you have to pick up in the level, and once you pick up the first like objective, you have 60 seconds to pick up everything and then exit the level. And so you have to like smash open walls to make like direct routes, and you can like break little bridges and stuff to make like ramps for cars, and it's pretty well done. Yeah, it's pretty fun to sort of think like, oh, what's the most direct route to like the second floor? Oh, if I just like smash open the floor and then build like a ramp from one floor to the other. Should we try to go through these bushes or something?
Yeah, I guess we could try.
Or we go under the...
Oh yeah, that might work.
Yeah, I guess that's as far as we can go. Yeah, as long as we don't go too far back. Yeah. It's funny to use the geometry to like help us turn.
Yeah. It seems to work pretty well though.
Once we hit the flag, I guess we could just reset, and then it would bring us like forward.
Yeah, let's do that.
Now we don't.
What does the button do?
Yeah, should we hit it or not?
Yeah, I wonder if it stops it. Oh yeah, it does.
What's the advantage of that? Huh. Oh, we pushed the box. We got to push a box onto it, I think.
Oh.
But we can reset the box.
Yeah, I wonder if the rock actually there can be pushed as well.
Should we try the rock?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, can't. Okay. Yeah, it's probably the boxes then.
Why is there 2? But I guess there's 2 for like makes it easier, but it seems like one box gets in the way of the other box.
I wonder if the box like I was just gonna see what happened if we put the box in front of the thing, but nothing.
Yeah, it's so. I guess if we reset them, we'll be in a better position. One is like fully behind a tree, and the other one is protected by the very thing. I don't think we could save that.
Yeah, it does respawn the boxes. Keep going, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and you watched like the Easter Sunday mass?
You're a
Was
little bit
that
hard to hear. I don't know if the mic is like, if
my
it's
mic?
my speakers or your mic.
Yeah, sometimes
Or,
I'm a bit farther from my mic. I don't know how much
hold on a
difference that
second.
makes.
I'm just gonna have to fix my headphones.
Yeah, sometimes if I'm running OBS, I can also see my. I just don't know what the
Yeah, it's
level
working.
indicates. If
It's better now.
hmm.
I just like unplugged and plugged my headphones so I can. I think it was me, but yeah.
That'd be interesting if we could crouch in this game also. Yeah, that would be an interesting business to create, though. Essentially, like just rent a warehouse like on the outskirts of town, and fill it with like library shelves and lounges, and have like baristas in there, and just make it
Mhm.
like almost like what would be like a nightclub, but with no a nightclub for like just being quiet and reading, and people could. I guess it would kind of be like a board game cafe. Board game
Yeah.
cafes, they feel also like you have to be like anytime
Rushed.
your
Yeah.
behavior, yeah, it's like you can't just go there and do whatever you want. You have to like be playing games, or else it's not really in the
Try to
spirit.
go around to the left. Let's start going to
Oh
the
yeah.
left of these. Yeah, I always feel like it's like there's like customs, like you're supposed to, like, it's like you have to order something. And
Yeah.
it's like, well, why don't you just charge like a $50 cover for everybody and then be like, sit in here as long as you want. You've given us $50. Like, it just could be like a $50 entrance library. And it's like, no, there's no memberships. It's $50. And like, I guess that's just university. Like,
Well, even just reinventing university, but for whoever wants to go, like, be a member of a campus.
yeah, I was looking up like mature universities the other day because I was like, I do want to go to university, but like, I only want to go to university with people that have like fully developed braids. So I want to go to university with people who are 25 and above. And I couldn't find very many places that are actually offering that experience. Like, nobody's offering the fully developmental educational experience to anybody. I think there's like there's online universities like Concordia, I think, is one of them that has like a really, it's like majority mature students or something like that.
But
But
then also
yeah, I think
online.
like,
I don't know how
yeah,
much.
because it's like I
Yeah.
would like to, yeah, it is online, yeah. So it's like I would like to do like the in-person like culture of education again, but like not like frosh, yeah, like it's like I kind of want to skip that, or being like near any of that. Like, I just
Yeah.
want to, yeah, like go to like a cafe where people want to sit there for hours and talk about space. but like not the evil space.
Yeah, yesterday I was thinking that like whenever I sit in front of my computer, in theory, it should just help me immediately connect with people. Like I should be able to just kind of explain to my computer somehow like that I'm like I should be able to tell my computer like how many people, what activity, and it should just like make it happen. Like that's the term metaverse is now like bad because it got like co-opted by Capital, but
Mhm.
like there should just be sort of like a metaverse where it's like whatever activity I want to do or whatever, like the computer should just start facilitating me meeting up with other people that want to do the same activity, and then I should just be able to like smoothly transition into being social by having the computer like assist with that. But it always feels like
Do you want to reset so the
yeah,
box is reset?
yeah, it always
Yeah, I wish
seems
there was like
yeah,
a yeah.
yeah, just like some indication of like a tool that just helps me learn about new people and find friends, and then also indicate to me their level of availability for different activities so that I can easily like sit down, make a decision about okay, these people are free to hang out in this way, either online
Yeah.
or in person. And like that should be like, on a Friday evening I should just like place things on my calendar in a way that's like public so that I can sort of just say like, I want to go for a run on the weekend and I want to do this and this, and then it would start inviting other people like, oh, you two, you both have a run scheduled at the same time, like here's a possible route or something.
Yeah, I feel like in a perfect world that would be like the optimal tool or something like that, but like pretty quickly there would be like people showing up for runs that I would be like
Yeah,
that
sketchy
just
people.
wouldn't want to show up to the run anymore. Yeah.
Somehow like the ultimate version would like deconflict that where it would like learn who you don't want to be around. Oh, it's very lag.
Yeah.
This run is laggy for me. My frame rate was like
We can do
I'm
respawn.
just like teleporting between frames. Huh. Yeah, basically like it should almost uh, have like a feedback thing where the more you like hang out, the more it learns like who is compatible and who's not, and then it would help those people that are not compatible, like
Yeah.
sort of learn about what they should be doing to like not turn other
Gonna
people
respawn
off or
again.
something. Yeah.
Gonna respawn again. Yeah, like yeah, I don't really know how social media could be better, like in that kind of way. Like I feel like the algorithm now does a pretty good job of just being like, oh, this is the content that you're interested in. So yeah, like here is like a bunch of that content, but yeah, it doesn't like
Yeah, it's never like the
it does.
people. It's not like the people you're interested in or how to connect with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, I guess like Instagram is a little bit more like that, where like it's like if you're a person and you have a cat, then like you're more likely to be like fed people with cats or something. But like,
But you don't actually
yeah,
get
like
to like really like so be social with those people. It just sort of shows you like the isolated content.
yeah, I guess like I've never really tried to be very social through it anyway. Like,
Yeah, it's like just as much work
so
as
I don't
meeting
really
people on any
know.
other
Like, yeah, like I don't
site.
know if there's like a really a together Instagram community of Ottawa or anything like that. Like, I think it's mostly just people all doing their own thing from what I've seen. Like it's kind of just the same thing as Facebook. It's just like everybody like on their high horse about their own thing all the time and like that's
Also
fine.
like
Like
alone almost. Like
it's-
a lot of people like saying what they're into or what they're doing like alone. It would be nice
yeah.
if it could actually stitch together. But yeah, I guess it gets into this problem of like we don't want to give people like a social rating or like review people and everyone has like a star rating about how like hangoutable they are, because that's bad.
Yeah.
But then if we don't do that, how do we like figure out,
How do we
or how
know?
do people that like, yeah, it's like assuming people
I
want
like I
to,
feel like
yeah,
that's like the criminal justice system has somehow figured it
yeah.
out. I don't know. Like yeah, like I haven't met
Every like
too
hangout
many
ends with like a
criminals, so I
trial
don't
and
know.
presentation
Like
of
I don't know how
evidence.
a real world algorithm works, but it works pretty okay for me.
I guess there could be like phases where the first time you meet someone online, it sets you up with like Minecraft and stuff. Like first it's like chat, then it's Minecraft, then it's like video chat rooms. Then like if a person like passes through those hurdles, they become like someone who's allowed to like show up in your live events, like your whatever. If you're going for a run, they're like invited unless you block them. But it sort of
Mhm.
learns that you're compatible by trusting them with like more and more. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, like I think that is kind of the idea of a lot of these apps too. Like there's apps like Strava and stuff like that. Like I've never really used those, but like I've always just kind of assumed that like if I put my running data like on a map where my friends can see it, like my friends are going to start showing up to go on runs with me without me asking. And like I would be like no, like stop, like so it's like I feel like sometimes it's just like I can't like it's like I can't like do that. Like same with like the cycling apps and stuff like that. Like I feel like the community, it's like I'd like to be a part. It's like I'd like to be a part of like the community, but at the same time like the community is like too friendly where it's like I do when I go for like runs and like bikings and stuff like that, sometimes I do just want to go alone because like a lot of the time it's about like the pace that I'm going at and like I want to be able to go like
yeah,
a certain distance for
and
a certain
yeah. I
amount of
always feel
time.
even playing like if I sit down at my computer to play a video game, I often don't want to play with someone else because then I'm sort of stuck. Like I don't know how long they want to play for, or I don't want to like suddenly end and then they were expecting longer and it interferes with their plans. So that's like the anxiety of like committing to multiplayer or like spontaneous multiplayer gameplay. It's awkward to like try to communicate how long I want to be on or something. Uh,
Yeah, I guess that's kind of like the hurdle. The hurdle of doing anything with multiple people is like time constraints. Like, how much time do
yeah,
people
that's
have to go and
interesting.
be?
Yeah, because the running is like that's usually why I don't run with other people because sometimes I start running and I don't feel good. Then I just modify what I'm doing and I go to like a cafe or something. But it's like harder to align with how the other person's feeling.
Mm-hmm. Doing it, yeah.
Yeah. I guess that's kind of something that I'm missing though, is like I haven't had enough social experiences where like in a social experience I can,
It's just respawn.
yeah. Like
Mm-hmm.
in a social experience I guess I'm like I'm getting more comfortable, but like I've never like expressed like if I feel tired or not into the activity, I feel like I have not had practice like expressing my self-care opinion in like a group. I always just like sort of ignore my personal feelings and just kind of go along with what's happening because it's going to be like a
Yeah,
certain amount of time and then it's going to end. But
you could
I
try to
feel
go
like
around the
yeah, we could
fence. But
restart.
like, well, I mean, yeah, say. Yeah, like I feel like I'm getting a lot better at doing that, but I feel like almost like I insult my managers at work sometimes doing it, maybe. Like, but like I feel like I've done a pretty good job for
Mm.
myself recently of like saying how I feel like when I need time off and just being like these are the reasons why and like just being pretty point blank about it. And like they like it doesn't seem to be like coming back negatively on me at all, which is like pretty good.
Mm.
Um but yeah, like I think that's kind of something that like is like it's a strange thing to have feel risky. Like it doesn't feel like talking about like how we're doing should feel risky. But like in a workplace setting or
Yeah,
like just
there's
like with
definitely at work
people
there's like some
like
kind of design,
yeah.
like it, yeah,
Yeah,
the
where it's like if you're not doing well then like nobody wants to be around you or like something like that. Like and it's like, well, like it's like I don't know, like I'm pretty sure like if people aren't doing well, then like the more people that voice that they're not doing well, then like the better we can figure out what's not doing well and like fix those things, like that sort of thing. But like, yeah, I don't know.
I heard a thing briefly. I don't know how like accurate it was, but it was like uh, sort of like Gen Z asking like if there isn't 8 hours of work to do, why do I have to like be here for 8 hours? And that makes a lot of
Mm.
sense. Like it, I feel like somehow that generation, like I guess because of playing video games, like they're used to like being in a social situation where if things are fun, you stay, and if they're not, you like leave. I don't know why previous
Yeah, like I think
generations.
people
Yeah.
are learning, yeah, like I think people are learning more of like a play culture of like work where
Mhm.
like yeah, it's like people are like doing things to get things done for themselves and they're happy about it as opposed to like feeling like they're doing work for like somebody else. But I don't know, like yeah, I don't know. Like the structure of like working is strange to me. Like I'm not like really huge into like the anti-work movement or anything like that, but like I do agree with some sentiments that like I think you could like I think we could cut down to like 6-hour work days and like that wouldn't like literally
Yeah.
that would only improve everybody's life. Like yeah,
Yeah,
like I
because
know there's like certain
already it's like
professions that
it's
would
pretty
need to
like
work that
informal.
long, but like yeah.
Yeah, it's just like we could also just cut to like people work until the job is done, but no longer than 8 hours, but in like a very official way where like there is some way to detect like if the job if enough. That's the problem is it gets like yeah, I guess it's cleaner to just cut it down to like 6 hours and say like just get the stuff done in six
Yeah,
hours
like I
or
feel
it's not
like
important if it's
there's
not done.
yeah, and it's hard to tell like why like for some professions where like I don't know. Like yeah, I feel like there's some professions where like we just know that like they don't have to be on the clock as long as they are. But like there's an ego thing or like it's a financial thing where like as soon as there's an excuse to pay people less money or like as soon as like it's like oh like you're not working like as hard as other people even though like effectively the work that they're probably doing is achieving way more or like the equivalent amount of like what somebody that's working longer hours is doing. Like I think there's yeah, like I think a lot of burnout and stuff in like kind of like mechanical engineering fields or like IT fields in general probably comes from like people not realizing like that the amount of work that they're putting in is like the like equivalent like the mental like I don't
Should we
know
try
like they're
going
like
left here? Yeah.
yeah
Yeah, you mean like because yeah, actually a younger person said that
like
to me once. They're
the
like,
amount of mental work that you have to do is like crazy compared to like a farmer
right,
or something like I mean
yeah,
like farmers do a lot of work and I'm not saying farmers don't do a lot of work. I'm just saying like the the type of work that is done is so different and like you can still put in like a crazy grueling day of like mental capacity work that still does a lot to like
yeah.
your mental and physical state like at the end of your life.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. Like one of my friends, they said like as programmers, at least we have it easy. We get to sit in a chair all day. And I was thinking like that's actually extremely bad for our body to like sit in a chair all day. And like it's hard on our eyes and like our eyes and back are gonna like burn out. And some people I know like they just have a bad back, so they had to like switch careers because they can't program that long.
Right.
And so
Yeah.
it's like it actually is like really hard on the body, just not in like a noticeable way. But then they're almost like using like companies are using that today to be like, well, it's like you guys get paid a lot, so like you should accept like lower pay. Like now a lot of people in startups are like getting paid less, and they're like, well, at least my job's easy. I don't have to like do any manual labor. But it's sort of like, but that's good exercise on the job. And like, I guess the problem is like we don't get to move around, like, like we're not
Yeah,
really
it's
allowed to.
interesting. Yeah, it's interesting how like it's kind of like I guess people try to look on the bright side by being like, yeah, I don't have to like do manual labor, but yeah, it is like the case where whenever I've done like a manual labor job, I do usually like look forward to doing it.
Yeah, they should combine,
So,
like they should make it just like instead of an 8 hours of work, we should just have like 2 hours a day of like, you're supposed to go for a walk and go to the gym or something, and then therefore we're at 6 hours, but like 2 hours of your day is like maintaining your body as an employee so that you
yeah.
can come back and work more energetically. And that would, like, if that was just seen as good by employers, that like all my employees get like 2 hours
Yeah,
of
like I feel
stretching and
like
stuff. Yeah.
most yeah, like I feel like most companies should have a goal of having like a good culture, like having like a good workplace culture. And like
Yeah.
if that isn't a main goal, then like get out of society.
Yeah.
Like nobody wants your company
Yeah,
around.
instead of
Like
like, I think, yeah, it's like instead of profit alone being the metric, it needs to be like some kind of anonymous like survey, and that is used, like how good is your company should be like how do the employees anonymously report like feeling overall. And but then people also need to be educated about like how they should feel, because they don't even know that they're missing like nutrients or something.
yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to me, like the way that companies try to optimize like working and like yeah, like you see these like tech companies that do like all this stuff to try to get people to feel like closer. And like I think in some ways it works, but like yeah, there's like smaller like community like places that don't do that type of stuff. It's like I don't know, it's weird. Like it seems like it costs a lot of money to try to run community things, and it's like why? Like
Yeah.
why does community cost so much? Like
Yeah, like just
and
physical
it's not
space
just
costs so
people.
much. Like there's always like somebody who's super rich that owns the space for some reason. Like why do they even own the land at all? And then the community has to pay like some random person who's not involved to like just temporarily rent the space to like exist. And it's like why, how is that how we structure things?
Mhm. Yeah, like it feels like there's yeah, like I don't know. There is just like a weird cultural problem or like cultural issue with money and like people I guess being like too family centric maybe. I don't know. Like it's I guess it's difficult for me to talk about it cuz like I don't have kids, so like saying like other people are too family centric sounds like kind of stupid of me to say. But like at the same time it's just like I can totally picture like people that build houses like yeah just kind of like laughing at how much money like them and their families are making right now, and it's like I don't really see like I don't know what those people do with their money. Like I guess they just own a farm with like ATVs somewhere probably like and do that sort of thing, but like it's like
Yeah,
yeah
because
I don't
yeah, there's
know.
no society for
Like
them even.
whenever
Yeah, it's like even those
yeah
rich
like whenever
kids.
I
Yeah,
hear
it's like those rich kids are
whenever
not
I
paying for.
hear
Yeah,
yeah, like all the parks nearby are named after like Sir John A. Macdonald. Like that guy was alive in like the 1800s. Like, has there not been a good man since then that can donate some money to have a park named after him? Like, it's like, where's the like, did John built a lot of houses, became a billionaire, like amphitheater park or something? I don't know.
yeah, it is true. Like even in rich neighborhoods, it's like why is there not a big hiking trail right through every rich neighborhood for the use of rich people? Like they literally just have their like little palaces that are like squares, and they don't
Maybe
every trip.
start.
It's like the same thing as like if anyone should be able to control their neighborhood, then all the wealthy people. But like they don't have necessarily good hiking or anything around them. They just have like their own little thing that they control, and it's nice, but not it's not like their kids.
No.
Yeah, there's not it's not like there's even any community or third spaces for the rich kids to meet each other in the rich neighborhoods. It's just like, I guess they all just like spend time in their own houses on the internet. That's also not like, you can't like buy your way to community on the internet either.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like that is probably a barrier, like a social barrier for most kids, maybe, is that like if you have rich parents that have the money to like change a community, or like your friends' lives that are like doing like financially less well, like it must be difficult to sit around and then just like watch your dad like fucking laugh and buy a Lamborghini. Like, like it's like, what, like, yeah, it's like, wow, like you could have built a community center. Like,
Yeah, speaking of that, we walked through like the outdoor mall area in Redmond yesterday, and there was just like a bunch of fancy cars like on display like everywhere, like it was some kind of event. And it was just sort of like, yeah, I guess like, but none of the cars, like none of them were anime or like passionate, like deckled or something. They were all just like, it's like they just went to like a Lamborghini store and bought like a green Lamborghini, and now it's like on display and people are like looking at it. But it's like, whoever owns that car, they didn't do anything. Like, they just bought a car that was expensive, and it's a standard color. And it's like, do they have any other hobbies? Like, because if so, why not make the car look neat, or like style it after your favorite car in a video game? Like, I guess they don't do anything else. They just go to the car store, probably make friends with the salesman because they have no other friends, and then buy like a standard car. And then they're like, well, I guess I'm cool because I have this car. It's like, you're only cool
car culture is always like a little bit interesting, I guess, because like the barrier to entry is like at minimum $20,000 kind of thing. Like, you have to buy a car to be in like the car thing. But yeah, like car clubs are just like kind of interesting to me, because like driving is something that like everybody does. It's kind of like fishing, I guess, where like it's like fishing realistically is something that everybody should have to do to like survive, but then like to have like a club based around like it's like, we really like this thing, so then like the car clubs are like, yeah, it's like, we really like this thing. But then you do see those car shows where it is just like it's like cars that are just like right off the lot. It's just like a fun color of a normal car, and it's like, okay, but like this isn't like a DeLorean, like this, like.
Yeah, and also it's not like on a racetrack. Like, it's, the whole purpose of the car is like to drive fast, and it's parked and we're just looking at it. Like, but because there isn't even like, there's no, like, every place has like a golf course for rich people to like play golf, for example, but rich people don't have like they don't go to like a racetrack and drive.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe the idea is like, if you show up to a car meet with a really expensive car, it's just like, hey, I contributed a bunch of money to the hobby or something, and then people just like respect that you're putting money into the space or something. Yeah,
it'd be weird because it's like, if you had like a gamer meetup, but everyone just like put their expensive PC that they bought from the store like on display and then walked around, and it's like, hey, shouldn't we like play video games on the PCs? Like, it's like, we just like looking at the PCs themselves. And
yeah.
seeing the like in the mall, we went to a mall, we saw like the standard like Easter bunny like person in a costume. But now that I've seen more like furries, I thought like Easter bunnies should really be like full like furry outfit quality. They shouldn't be like,
like why I don't know why the children's mascots are worse than the adult mascots either. Like it's like, we have the technology like to make the mascots way better. Why don't we do it?
Yeah. Or just like whatever adult has like, because it was like $60 to get your photo with the Easter bunny, but it's like, you can just buy a furry costume that looks like really cool, but they've bought this like chintzy Easter bunny costume. It's weird that it's like, whoever's in it is not just like, just give me $500 and I'll buy like the coolest costume and we can like double the price, because they could have like all this cool equipment and like neat colors and stuff.
Yeah.
Or just invite like every furry bunny to the mall that day, and then just have like a bunch of Easter bunnies.
That's true. Yeah, just like Easter, the holiday of Easter is just like taken over by furry bunnies that go to malls for mall meetups now. Like
I would.
it's like don't go to
Yeah,
the malls.
that would be pretty fun. Like just to take over like a whole mall or something, and maybe you could like participate in the event by renting a costume, and then it would just be like regular mall day, but everyone is like in a furry costume. That'd be kind of a cool
In a
environment.
costume.
My other idea
Yeah.
was like turn the
Like,
mall
it
into
could be
like
like,
a
whoa, that would be a good idea actually. You could do like a Halloween event, like a mall
Halloween.
Halloween event where everybody shows up in a Halloween
Right.
costume in the spirit of like 90s malls and 90s Halloween.
Well, I wasn't expecting the physics system to be able to like handle this. Are we gonna get like thrown?
Oh, wait.
It's
Wrong.
unclear. Like, oh, we have like the ability to turn the direction. Oh, I see.
Oh, we're
Hey,
too late, I guess.
yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I think it was too late.
We could just leave it on right because I think there's only. Wait, can we just
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
Maybe it's like if we fall off this train track, we die.
I don't think so, but you can just try to stay on it anyway.
That's strange that they wouldn't have thought. Maybe it's just like a really far thing. Or maybe the final thing is like a bridge that only it can go over.
Yeah. You were supposed to go the other way. I guess it's just way faster. Do you want to respawn and try it again?
Okay. We literally like that's the challenge is if you fall off, you don't die, but you just can't. We don't have the patience to like not be on it.
Yeah.
Like if there was no minecart, we'd be totally fine, but since there is like a faster option, we need to. It's nice that it blocks us. Like we can't. It seems like we can't roll off the front.
Hmm.
Now we don't.
I don't know which
way.
way we want to go here. This way looks farther the other way, so.
I
Yeah.
get a lot of lag at this part, but it's not really affecting the.
It's good.
Well, actually, now our log seems like it's stuck inside the thing. Oh, this one we have to switch fast.
No.
We go off a cliff. Oh.
Yeah, it saved us.
I guess we can now just like maybe get a preview of which way.
Yeah,
Unless we
I'm
just-
guessing it's gonna be a bridge or something that we could only do like.
Oh, a chest. But we could never get the chest if we don't.
Yeah.
go off. What is it? Nobody said drive.
Nobody used to driving a train with a log would be easy.
Are we supposed to like read that on the way by?
I guess.
Why are we getting like a speed boost? Oh, maybe it just
If we both
automatically-
run for long enough, yeah. Like if we both run straight for long enough, then it gives a boost.
Yeah, I always think like I'm always like sitting at my computer alone thinking like, is there some quick hack I could do to just like generate like a meetup where a bunch of people go? But then it's always like, no, it would take like effort, and then the value that like the effort that it takes me would probably be not
Yeah.
like, recuperated.
Yeah, that's why I think just like a bar that's like also a library or something would be cool.
And then yeah, just if like basically it would be recreating like a college campus because it's sort of like if everyone lived where it was like really easy to walk to and for like a nice walk
Yeah,
through a park to the
it's
bar.
like the
Yeah.
college campus environment for your crazy uncle. Like,
Yeah, all the classes are like kids these days 101 and stuff and it's like just a bunch of
yeah.
uncles like the prof is just like complaining like and my kid plays Fortnite. Does anyone have any comments on that? Yeah, my kid does that all the time too.
Yeah, it's like how to keep kids off your lawn without a shotgun. 101.
I was reading, yeah, when you said the like a library coffee shop hangout, it would be a good for like short stories. Like if you could go there and it was like a full library, but every book was a short story, and that would be fun
Yeah.
because then you could read the story within like 20 30 minutes, and that would be a fun way to just like
Yeah.
go there, read a new story, like show
Very
up
cool.
just for the purpose of reading a new story.
Mhm.
Because yeah, right now I bought 2025's like best science fiction and anthology or whatever. Uh,
Yeah.
so it's got a bunch of short stories that were like picked, and weirdly, they're like not impressive somehow. Like the one I read yesterday, it it started with like in the future when there's AI that's really advanced, you just take a survey and then it predicts like how much money you'll make over your lifetime, and then they just give you a loan for that amount of money in advance. And then you have to like when you're 30, like when you turn 30, you have to start working to pay back the loan. But before you're 30, you just get all the money that you will have made, and you just do whatever you want. But the story was
Mhm.
like the person takes the survey and they're like, oh, I don't think I did that well. But then they get 40 million and they're like, oh, I can't have like earned, and they're like very like indecisive and they're just not sure what they want to do with the money. So they end up like trying to like give it back or like redo the survey. But they establish early on in the story, they're like, if you don't pay back the money, the debt like goes to your parents. But then the person in the story says like, well, my parents passed away, so I don't have to worry about that. But then later in the story, they're like fretting over how am I going to pay this back? And it's like you already established you don't have to, and you also don't even have to spend it. And then they also touch on the fact they're like, it's like maybe you could put the money into a high interest savings account, and the interest would help pay back the loan. And it's like it's like the interest on 40 million is like $4 million a year. You can live off that and not even ever even dip into the loan. And also you don't have to pay back the loan anyways because you don't like if you die you have no parents for it to pass on to. And it was like this story is like generating plot holes, and it's all based on like what if there was like the whole premise is just like what if
Where did
AI
you read
was this?
it?
And it's like you're not even gonna like techno babble like a plausible system other than just like, oh yeah, just AI is good now, so we can just like it doesn't do anything, it can't do anything else, but you can take a survey and get a loan for 40 million from some company that just has that money and would do that for some reason and doesn't even charge you interest on the loan. So like best case scenario, they make back their money like 40 years later. Like it's like what is
Yeah.
this? It's like this is an award-winning science fiction short story. Like maybe I should be a writer just to like do just slightly better than
Weird.
this.
Yeah, like I've like written quite a bit of like short stories and stuff now, but like I don't know if I want to like submit them to any
Yeah, I
like
guess the way it
award
works,
things. I don't know.
yeah, in order to win this award, your story has to be like published during the year in some kind of magazine. I guess there's magazines and stuff out there that like publishes short stories. So I guess
Yeah.
you're trying to get your short story sold to like a magazine, and then if a magazine does
It's
publish
kind of
it,
weird. Like I was at like an Indigo, like a chapters the other day, and I was like looking at the magazine section, and I guess that's just like not a magazine that they carry. Like they don't have like the
yeah, I don't
Shonen
even know
Jump
where
for
people are getting. Yeah,
American
like
short
I've never seen
story
a short story other
writers.
than I've seen like authors publish a book as like a compendium of short stories, but I've never come across a short story in real life.
Yeah, like I see Shonen Jump a lot of places, which is like a collection of like manga, and that's like from Japan. Like I don't know why that's easier to find than whatever the short story compendium, like
Yeah.
monthly compendium is or something.
When my friend went to Japan, they said that he went to like this warehouse like market where it was like booths of individuals. All of them had made like their own zines, their own little anime like zines or whatever magazines. And he
Yeah.
said it was like booth after booth of like people doing this, and you could buy it for like $2. Like you could buy their zine,
Mhm.
and he said like it kind of just couldn't exist in America because like people can't afford to like do that. You know, they don't have the time to like sell zines for $2, or no one's
Yeah.
like gonna rent a warehouse to like make that convention.
Yeah, I've heard of that being a hobby, but like I haven't heard of it being like a hobby outside of kind of like teenage people. Like I don't know.
Yeah, it would
Yeah,
be
like
cool if
here
more
it kind of
things did
seems
it.
like the one it's like a step above going on Tumblr or something. Like I'm just not yeah, like I'm not big into that community, so I don't know, I guess.
But yeah, if I guess if we did transition to like 4-day work weeks, they could even reduce people's salary and then do a little bit of basic income, or sort of like you could supplement your income by being like a Zine creator if one wanted to. And that would be a
Yeah.
nice like, you know, one day a week everyone gets to like make a little bit of extra money doing their passion. Then they only work 4 days a week at whatever job they found.
Hmm. Yeah, that would definitely be like the healthiest thing I think for people because like
And it would be so much more
yeah,
like do you
right now,
have
like at an
yeah.
8 hour a day job, like some people, it feels like they have like no personality. Like the job is like their whole life. And then like some people, it's like obviously like they're like not even involved in the workplace at all. Like, and it's just kind of like aggravating. And it's like, okay, like if we're gonna force everybody to
Yeah.
do this and be here, then can we really force everybody to do this and be here? Or like, can we just like let
Yeah.
everybody have their own life, please? Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's such a weird, like, super strict system that is really messy and not valuable. But like, there's these rules that we like uphold really strongly, which are totally not valuable. Yeah, I could see how
Mhm.
a bunch of kids getting together in a Minecraft server and making their own rules and then having fun. And then they go into society like a job and they're like, we're a bunch of people in a room. Why can't we just make our own rules and have fun? Why are we following these really painful like rules that
Yeah.
we set ourselves? I could totally see how like kids are like, you know, it's like when they could be like, when I was 12, I made like a Minecraft mod that millions of people played. Why don't I just like, it's like obviously, you know, if you have like, if you're like a business with like 30 customers and you're like, I could just make a Minecraft mod that a million people play for free and they have so much fun. Why are we sitting in this room like filling out forms to make like minimum wage to serve like 20 people a day or something?
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like I don't know like when or where the like mind scaling starts happening where it's like, hey, like if I could make a Minecraft server for 20,000 people, I could rip off 20,000 people. Like, and it's like at some point, like it just becomes like a business idea that like rips people off like every single time. like, like there's so few like businesses that I think I can name that like
Yeah.
just like that have started somewhere like Minecraft and then like became like not some strange like weird yeah I don't know like most YouTube channels are like okay like any of the popular like YouTube channels are usually okay I guess but like yeah like it's yeah I don't know like I think most people are just like quiet about it or something like if they got their start like making a Minecraft server when they were like 50 and it's just like not really something that they keep putting on their resume or something or talk about over and over again maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I know at least one person when I went to GDC, there was like a guy who him and his friends like made some like successful Roblox mods and then they started their own game studio just based on like this is like the same group of friends just like started a studio and started making Roblox mods as like a
That's
their
pretty cool.
full-time job. Yeah, that was kind of
Yeah.
interesting. But then they said that like they want to graduate away from Roblox because they don't want to share like all their profits with Roblox. But then
Yeah.
they started talking like, could we make like a thing that runs Roblox games like outside the Roblox ecosystem to like free the games from Roblox, and that was like their next. They can't really do that for copyright reasons, but they were sort of like, we could just create like a new Roblox that is open source, and uh, yeah, it seemed like people were starting to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess like there's a lot of like really big modding communities like Skyrim and like yeah, like the Elder Scrolls always have like really big modding communities where it seems like I guess like a lot of people that like get their start in programming or something, like that's usually like where they find out that they're like passionate about it or something like
Yeah.
that.
We could end some soon, maybe if we
Yeah.
make a few more attempts or something.
Yeah, we could go after this one.
It's cool. This one lets us sort of like recover more.
Okay, okay, we can stop there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good this time. I like talking about. I'll probably talk about like the Artemis launch next time as well.
Yeah, I'd be interested
So
to
I
hear
think
because I
it's
know so
pretty
few
interesting.
details. I don't even know where this.
Yeah, so like they're almost at the moon now. Like on Monday, they're gonna be passing by it and looking at the lunar surface just to see like what it looks like. uh, yeah, it's a pretty like I guess like a lot of the missions on this one are pretty like uh I don't know what
If
I
they
would call
got
them,
like high res video of like a slow pan across the moon surface, that would be a nice screensaver for like a TV or something. High definition, like panning across the moon. But maybe the lighting would be bad because the way the lighting is, it's like really dark or really bright with the shadow.
Yeah, right now a lot of the stuff that they're showing is just like yeah, the outside of the capsule or like I'm not sure what they're streaming right now, but I'll put it in the chat. Um I want to see if I can
It's weird they can't
do a
make
second
some.
remember.
I always feel like we should have the technology to just like parachute down, and then like when it's time to go, there's some kind of bungee cord thing that.
Yeah, it's true. Eh? Like, why can't they helicopter above the moon? I guess because there's no like oxygen to like helicopter.
Yeah, like if you just, yeah, it feels like, yeah, it's like how would you? I guess somehow it feels like they should just be able to like be in like a, not a wingsuit, but like some kind of suit that they can slow down their descent when they get near the surface, and then when it's time to go back, they could just like project off with some booster and just be like grabbed by an arm or something.
Yeah, yeah. There was like in the chat there, but like a small thing about uh, they have like some sort of like biological chips based on each astronaut on this mission that they're gonna like use to figure out how space affects people or something. But
Yeah.
sounds cool.
Yeah, I've
Anyway,
heard
yeah,
that there's very hard to shield. If you went all the way to Mars, you would be like irradiated, and it's very hard to shield from that stuff.
yeah, yeah. Like these astronauts are basically exposing themselves to like pretty extreme radiation. Like once you're like I think once they're on the other side of the moon of the sun, there's like some sort of weird phenomena that kind of like blasts you with radiation or something. So it's gonna be weird.
Crew member wearing
But
it.
let's see.
That's funny. Yeah, it's cool now that we have like a live, like the technology, like it's like we're still going back to the moon in less of a way than we did, but we have way better like streaming technology. So it's like the technology to display the mission is way better than the actual moon technology.
Yeah, it's actually like crazy. Like when I watched the documentaries, I guess about the first like moon landing, like how little they knew at the time about what they were actually doing. Like it's like yeah, they had the science to like get there and then get back, but like that was about it. Like everything else, there was like so
Yeah,
many
that's true.
unknowns.
Yeah, people
During
saw
that
people like
mission, but,
watched
like-
the launch, and then that's pretty much it, I guess. And then you get like a video later or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll be around like next Sunday as well. So
Actually, I might
we can talk.
be. I think I'll be traveling already. So next two
Okay.
Sundays, probably 2 or 3 Sundays, I'll be like on vacation. So we'll have to skip.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can connect and figure it out then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
All
talk
right.
to you later then. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.
Love you.
Bye.